It is Thursday, April 3rd. Welcome back to another episode of Sleepers Media Daily Episodes. It used to be called The Starting Five. I don't even know if it still has that name, to be honest with you. Dion, you watch the episodes. What are they labeled nowadays?
That JK just types in like part of what our topics are. So like
Okay.
when G went on paternity leave, it was like G on paternity leave, Dion and Carter are here, or something like that.
Okay, got it. Understood. It used to be The Starting Five. There's been a couple things that we have been. Honestly, we need to have a discussion one day of like the fallen sleeper ideas that have happened over the year. Like we had that one hoop show. I think it was called like Hoop Chat. We had like two episodes and we realized like the editing on it is insane. We had Drunk Scouts for a little bit. That went on until we realized that the repercussions of Drunk Scouts is that we're out of commission for a day. Because we needed planning behind that. Doing the drinking game that we did for like Cade Cunningham 45 balls was just bad planning on our part.
That was an all-time video. Drunk Scouts were, and you and G know this, but Drunk Scouts were by far my favorite videos. Like to this day, I still tell G like, "Hey, we should do a Drunk Scouts about something." Those were the funniest videos. We should bring back Pushing OJ this weekend.
I forgot about pushing OJ was a good one. Should we bring that Lurk too?
Tell Lurk to fly down to San
Yeah, where the
Antonio.
what the hell is Lurk up to nowadays?
I don't know, but him and I are going to Costa Rica for a wedding together in a month. So
What?
we're rooming. X is getting married in Costa Rica, so
I did. See, I did. X be moving crazy. Ever since Arsenal got good, he just thinks he could just go dip off. You know what I'm saying? Get skinny, get married, go to Costa Rica.
he is on Ozempic. He is
Yeah,
on
I
Ozempic.
know. I didn't know Ozempic didn't change your head size though. He needs to fix that.
Yeah, so Ozempic also I found out you still have to work for it. And that's my issue with steroids too. Like, don't tell me I can just shoot myself up with something and things change, and then I also still have to go to the gym. So whoever is willing to come up with a weight loss or muscle mass drug where you could just sit on the couch and watch college basketball, I've been waiting 32 years, brother. Let me know. I'll put blank check.
I feel the same way, especially because like I feel like people try to say like the downsides of it, like, yeah, I mean, it could break down your body, fatigue. I'm like, dog, I see a commercial every day about a nasal medicine that could kill me. Like, so what's a little steroid gonna do? Go and feed me, please.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they say like I guess the side effect is like you have a bad attitude while you're on steroids. I won't need them for long. Like,
Right.
I want to be strong for like 2 months, and then I'm good. Like, I'll go back to just looking just like this after
That's what
that.
I'm saying. I'm just trying to month to month basis is what I'm really trying to do. That's all that's really needed. But appreciate everyone tapping into these episodes as always. Shout out to my guy Dion, who once again, this is the portion of the daily episodes where I remind folks that Dion hops on these videos from the West Coast, and we usually start around, I say around 9 a.m. Sometimes I'm saying give and or take. Today in Michigan, I was doing the drop off for the little one. And when I drop them off at grandma and grandpa's, I usually just try to make the transition real easy. You know what I'm saying? I see them every day, drop them, unhook them, get all his materials ready, and I just try to get out the door. Today, conversation got struck up, and I'm like, you come on now. We talk all the time. All right, we can talk at a later time. You know this. But gotta respect. Shout out to grandma and grandpa daycare. The best thing out. Let me tell you. Uh,
Speaking of parents, I know my mom watches this. If she sees this, if she could call me back, that would be sick.
how's your mom on getting back to you when you reach out to her?
She's really good. Like normally her and I talk like all the time. Shout out to her though. She just started her own business. She's super
Mm.
busy. We haven't figured out the timing within like both of our busy schedules of when we can like talk to each other. So it's a lot of phone tag going on.
Okay,
But mom, tag, you're it. I called
shout out
yesterday.
to mom. She want to sponsor she want to sponsor one big thing.
Actually, I'll talk to her about it. She might be down.
All right, let's get it. We're open. We are so open. Do you have a YouTube comment of the day?
I do. So it's from the Adrian Woolley commit video. Keith 3812. Dion, you was wrong about Wooly or he said commenting to Louisville. First off, buddy, I think you mean committing. Eat your words, bro. I did. That was the whole video. I did eat my words. Also, there's a woman in here that commented how I look better than a Dollar Tree Drake. If there's any other women that feel that way, just my Instagram's that boy D Hill. My Twitter's also that boy D Hill. My DMs are open. So if
That,
there's
that
anyone else that feels that way, just let me know.
that's truly crazy, but also I love the attempt. Uh, Shout out to Louisville. They just got Ryan Conwell the other day. So if there's any Louisville fans that are returning, we are unequivocally a Cardinal podcast next year. And I feel like we've already gone through the steps. Like y'all hated me for a week. You know what I'm saying? L's up now. Y'all hated me for a week when that fire ass Chucky Hepburn edit dropped, which is still top five in my book. You found us last week when you didn't like what Dion had to say about Adrian Woolley. But like we're here with y'all now. You know what I'm saying? We got Woolley, got Big Woo in the cut. We got Conwell in the cut. We got Michael Brown on the way. My dog Pat Kelsey's still cooking, by the way. All five great spectacles that he has on him of him are cooking. Big things happen in Louisville. Uh, tell some other teams to really ice up. Let's get to the Discord. As always, join the Discord. Discord is $9.99 a month. Join on your desktop. There is a link in the description of Sleepers Media Twitter. It's a great community to be a part of. A lot of things going on in there. Transfer portal talk, just overall basketball talk, and I think we established a pretty good community over there. So I highly recommend y'all come join. And it's just a good way to support us. It's one of the things that makes us recording as much content as we do and doing daily episodes like this because y'all do are in the Discord supporting. So please do so. And if you are in the Discord, you get your comments read for the most part every single day. We are going to start today with All Hail the Pope. Can y'all rank fast food chicken places and fast food burger restaurants?
Feels crazy.
That is, let's do top three. Top three
Uh,
for each.
for each chicken, Popeyes is definitely one.
Yeah, Popeyes is probably. Ooh, nah. Raising Cane's is one.
Oh, they use zero seasoning.
Raising Cane's is the best chicken fast food place ever.
Do you like the chicken or do you like the sauce?
Both.
You're raw dogging Raising Cane's chicken, like no sauce.
No, I'm definitely putting like the cane sauce on there. Stop that. Don't disrespect me, but like
That's what makes Popeyes special. You don't need any sauce.
I mean we can go Popeyes too.
That's fine. All right. Well, 1A, 1B,
All right.
Popeyes 1A. We might have to do like a taste test this weekend.
No, actually, I was thinking about this. I've never had it, and I think it's a thing in the South. I want to try Whataburger.
I love Whataburger. I love Whataburger.
Never
California
had it.
people are gonna hate me for this. It's better than In-N-Out.
See, In-N-Out's overrated to me.
So the thing about In-N-Out is you have to like the specialty stuff, in my opinion, to like find the difference in In-N-Out with the other like burger joints. And like the animal style fries are that's just disgusting.
Yeah, it's just too much. Okay, let me take that back. In-N-Out's not overrated because In-N-Out's just good.
It's
It's just
good.
people take it too far. It's In-N-Out. Like it's good, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? I see people like, yeah, I drove all the way across the country for this In-N-Out. No, that's not what we're doing. But yeah, we gotta try Whataburger when we're down there for sure. What other fast food burger restaurants? Do y'all have
Um,
Culver's out there?
no, but my cousin lives in Tennessee. I fuck with Culver's or Rock Culver's,
Culver's
excuse me.
is definitely fire. Culver's is fire. I don't know if I can rank. I'm not really getting a burger when I go to fast food places for
Can I
real.
make an argument for McDonald's?
And listen, everyone just wants to overlook the GOAT, the LeBron James of fast food.
Listen, it might not blow you away, but you're never disappointed. Like you
Never.
never leave McDonald's like, dang, that was a bad meal. You get exactly what you're expecting every single time. And there's something about consistency, you know? Year 100 of McDonald's still rocking.
Facts. Where do you stand on Chick-fil-A?
Um, so my issue is I normally like try to eat good Monday through Friday, and then
Mhm.
Saturday, Sunday, I kind of do my thing. If I don't have Chick-fil-A Saturday, they're closed on Sunday,
Right.
and that bothers me. That
Yeah,
bothers
being closed on Sunday is kind of crazy because if there is a day where I'm just like not, I don't care what I eat, it's Sunday. So
me.
like that not being open is definitely not good. But the breakfast like chicken mini things at Chick-fil-A, G put me on those. Whew, those are. Those are life changing. Shout out to All Hail the Pope for not asking us a Kentucky question. That feels good. Pico, please. Haven't done trivia for you guys in a bit, so here's a Final Four themed question. Over the last 10 seasons, which player has the most points in Final Four games? Multiple appearances included. So over the last 10 seasons, which player has the most points in Final Four games, multiple appearances included? Over the last, it's got to be a Nova player, I feel like, or something, right?
I mean, if Brunson is the first one I can think of,
Or like, I mean, DiVincenzo went crazy that one game. I don't know if he played in the other one.
but DiVincenzo was like a 2 year guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, but how many Final Fours did Brunson play in though?
I thought he played in 2 or 3. The way him and Josh Hart talk, you would think it was all 4 years.
Oh, let's see here. I think I'm gonna go. I think it's no, because Brunson didn't even really score that crazy though. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of teams that have for sure been in the Final Four.
Honestly, I think Brunson might only played in one Final Four.
No way. He won two chip. He won two chips, didn't
Oh yeah, so
he?
at
Yeah.
least two.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Let's guess Brunson. Let's see what the answer is. Justin Jackson from North Carolina, 63 points in four career Final Four games.
so I mean, so he averaged like 15. So what was Brunson doing that whole time? That's my question to him.
I feel like Michael Please might have got this wrong, or maybe it's just in Final Four games. Like maybe it doesn't include the championship.
Oh, so it's just no, because Justin Jackson didn't make four Final Fours.
That's very true. It has to include the championship game. What's Brunson doing during them games?
What was he on the court doing that whole time?
Being a leader, Nova guy, I guess. We'll have to do that. Clem, I think Clem is a new member of the Discord. Shout out to Clem. Thank you for joining the Discord. I started watching you guys this season, and I absolutely love you guys. Had a rough semester, and you guys always brighten my day. Great season for MSU, but losing Trey is miserable. Shout out to you, Clem, for joining the Discord. Sorry you had a rough semester. I will say this. Um, my best advice to you, though, is to stack rough semesters. Okay, so and this is gonna sound crazy, but people always want to bounce back immediately from rough semesters. I think you should just get the rough semesters out as one. Like you just make it a rough year and then just get back at it the next year, and it should be all like all rainbows. And we're just talking like school wise. That's the way to go. But if there's something else going on, hope everything is good. Summer's on the horizon. Hopefully Michigan State's basketball season too brighten things up. I know it brightened things up for me on a daily basis. But shout out to Clem for joining the Discord.
Yeah, Clem, I had a few rough semesters myself. Got a bit of advice that worked for me. Don't know your situation. But people just kept reminding me, don't forget you're paying for these classes now. It's not free anymore. And once I started to do the financial math on it, the rough semesters stopped pretty quickly.
Respect to that. Let's see here. Seed the last 16 Big Ten regular season champs in a bracket. Who wins? Burner, thank you. I also saw that you would like to participate. We're gonna let that go. We'll save that. Let's save that for a time when Greg's back, I think when Greg's back, that seems like his type of thing. This is a Deion Carter episode. Read the room. Let's see here. Middle name of team. Draft time. 3 round snake draft. Guy on the left goes first. I think I'm guy. Am I guy on the left?
I feel like they called both of us guy on the left, and now we're both like just on the screen together.
Yeah, I mean, guess so. Now that the basketball season is over, draft the best dodgeball season out of college basketball players. P.S. I don't mean to spark the debate on if athletes could play in a different sport. I understand that basketball players don't have the athletic ability to play college dodgeball. Uh, draft the best dodgeball season out of college basketball. Middle name of team. We're not going to do this, but I'm going to tell you this. You're doing the dodgeball bit after we just won the Big Ten by 3 games. I can't allow you to play the dodgeball bit. We need to be better. We need to be great. Grant me serenity for things I cannot change, and all that. Let's see here.
Cold
Isaiah,
Harden,
you said what?
Cold Harden would be my number one pick.
You think he'd be a good dodgeball player?
I mean, he jumps out the gym.
I feel like leaping ability isn't like the greatest thing to have for
Really?
dodgeball.
Is it like side to side stuff?
Yeah, I need like someone like quick twitch.
Bennett Sturts.
Bennett Sturts would be. I just said quick twitch, and you said Bennett Sturts. That's we got to work on that. Let's see. Isaiah from NYC. G is so hyped to have Merez, but he forgot he still has a PG whose offensive game besides passing is obsolete. So in total, he has a PG whose game is limited on the offense and defense, and a big man who a big man that doesn't even know Kofi Coburn. What do you think about Michigan's ads of Cadeau and Merez?
I really like Merez. I mean, the Kofi comments I think are a little crazy from Merez. But I also don't think his game fits the Kofi model. So if he's saying I don't want to be Kofi, I get where he's coming from because being Kofi wouldn't help him get to the next level. But I think he's an energizer bunny. I think he's a phenomenal athlete, going to be special on offense. And if he just like learns a little bit on defense, I think you have a great player in him. Elliot Cadeau, I really have no idea what Dusty's doing with that. No clue whatsoever.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. The one thing that I would give like a little bit of like hope, I guess, if you're a Michigan fan or something like that. I think that Dusty can get uh, I think he can get the best out of guys. I think there was times last year where he didn't, but he can get the best out of guys. So maybe you hope he just puts him in the right spot. War chant. Someone asked me why Merez is going to Michigan today. I said Merez. I don't know what I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know who that is. A tribute to Darren Williams' comment when asked about Eric Gordon pulling out of his Illinois commitment. That's how I will respond to Merez now. I don't know who that is. Will Greg go full heel wearing a Michigan jersey of I don't know who that is to the game in Champaign? Carter, can you wear an orange TSJ jersey upside down? Carter can turn the tables on Greg from their trip to Champaign 2 years ago. I am all for the heel turn of Holloman hoping he goes to Michigan. That would be if Holloman went to Michigan, I think the state would burn down, which is crazy because it's Trey Holloman, but the state would burn down.
Do you have any idea where you think he goes?
I mean, he's a Minnesota kid, so I don't know if like maybe he wants to go back home to Minnesota. I've also seen like rumors of like Arizona State wanting to offer him a bag, or like maybe even a school like Texas Tech might get in on him to offer him a bag. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but literally go get your money, bro. That's all I gotta say about that. Uh,
Respectfully, to Minnesota, I've never heard anyone say I want to go home to Minnesota.
yeah, but I mean that's his home though.
Respectfully though, respectfully.
Respectfully though, it is Minnesota. Shout out to Mall of America. Dougie Tutter. Carter, please pass this along to MSU fans listening. RELAX. Relax. Portal is open 3 more weeks. The goal is to get guys who will help you win, not stack offers to whoever is at the top of the website portal rankings. Listen, I am relaxed. I truly am relaxed. I've truly reached a point where there's nothing anyone can do. I'm just a podcaster. We're just fans. We have no true effect on any of this. The staff is gonna do what they want to do, and they got to live with those consequences, and that is what it is. All I will say is that you know procrastinating the portal usually doesn't work out well. You just need to be active in it at all times. So whether it's someone who's assigned to being a part of it, whether you have, I don't know what you have to do, but the whole like notion that be patient with the portal. Yes, you can be patient, but you need to be active and proactive in the portal at all times because sometimes procrastinating can hurt you. But I actually seriously mean this. I am relaxed. There's nothing I had a moment yesterday where I'm like, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. I can complain about it, but what's that gonna do? Jack shit. It's not. So it is what it is. I hope we get some people. I think we need to get some people. That's the gist of it. But Dougie Tutter, you are heard. We shall relax. Let's see what we got here. War chant. Dion, with the A's in Sacramento this year, are you tempted to attend some games? I know you're not an A's fan. Watching my Cubbies play there the last couple of days, it looks like a hitter's paradise. Lots of runs. What is the standard bet for the ball staying on the mound in between the innings? Are you pro or con beer cup snake?
This is a cool question, by the way. So
Wait,
in reference,
wait a damn second. The Athletics are in Sacramento now?
Yeah, so they're playing it's technically West Sacramento, but like they're playing in the Sacramento River Cats Stadium.
Mm,
Um, so I will most likely make my way to some games. I try to go to River Cats games every year because they have the best nachos I've ever had. So I'll
right.
pay for a ticket just to get those. And they have a beer garden that I just like vibe at for 3 hours. And next thing you know, the game's over. I'm not gonna go anytime soon though. I'm not from Oakland, but I hooped in Oakland a lot as a kid. I don't like the way the A's left Oakland. And I don't necessarily think what they're doing is right. I think John Fisher, the A's owner, is a dickhead. And I don't necessarily want to support that dude. But at some point, I will cave and go to an A's game for sure.
Yeah, underrated outing is like triple A, double A baseball vibes. Like usually you can get like a good deal on like beers, food. You can kind of just in and out, pay attention to the game. Always with like when my wife, she went to grad school in Grand Rapids, and there's just all types of like stuff over there. Like I don't even rock with hockey, but they got like the triple A hockey team or whatever there. And it's always a vibe there. Van Andel's great. It's all a vibe. And we got like a little, I don't even know if it's minor league. It's like USPBL baseball team. It's like a baseball stadium in Utica, which I actually interned at directly out of high school or directly out of college for like a summer, which was crazy. But yeah, it's just like a random stadium in the middle of Utica, Michigan, and food's fire, vibe is fire, and it's just like you get to see random guys who have 9 to 5s play baseball. It's pretty
I was
great.
gonna say, sneaky fun betting atmosphere too. You go to a AAA game. Honestly, I've never been to a AA game, but I'd assume the same is the same for them. You can tell who played in the majors just by what chains they have on, because
Yeah,
the other baseball players can't afford the chains. And
right.
then so I just count how many players have Cubans on, and however many, whichever team has more, I bet on that team. Hits every time. Hits
Great
every time.
strategy. Great strategy. Also, like those lower level teams have elite like logos and jerseys.
Yeah.
Like those are underrated. Shout out to Lansing Lugnuts. Let's see what we got here. War Chant. At the Final Four, who do you most want to meet that you haven't met? Who would have you starstruck? What coach do you want to have drinks with? Which coach would you get in a bar fight with? What member of the media do you want to get in a bar fight with? I'm still waiting for you guys to get Daddy Brad on the show. This is your chance. At least get Tyler on to talk about the alleged practice shooting superstars of on this past Illinois team. Is there anyone you want to meet at the Final Four?
I'm assuming I can't say U and G for
I
that
was
one.
just gonna say Dion. Like I've never met Dion in person, so like that's who I want to meet. He'll probably have me starstruck as well. I think I'd put him in that same category. Um, let's see. What coach do you want to have drinks with?
Low key, Pat Kelsey.
I would love to have a drink with Pat Kelsey or Bob Huggins. Which coach would you want to get in a bar fight with?
Uh,
He's not a coach anymore, but Kyle Neptune.
Coach, I want to get in none of them to be honest, but I feel like I could probably take Hubert.
Yeah. Also, I'm not getting in bar fights.
Yeah,
Just absolutely not. Just I'm not saying I'd win or lose because I'm pretty sure I'd win. But like, what do you do after a bar fight when I'm this big age? You know what I'm saying? Like I got shit to do on Monday.
yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing is like I land on Tuesday morning, I immediately go to work. Like there can't be any side effects of what happened in San Antonio.
Right, exactly. Let's see what member I already did that. Would love to get Daddy Brad Underwood on the show. Actually have met and talked to Tyler before. Really good guy, really nice guy. So yeah, but would love to get Brad Underwood on the show. Shout out to that. Shout out to Father Brad, as Greg refers to him.
I want to meet Coleman. I feel like Coleman and I would get along well. I want to meet Coleman.
My first interaction meeting Coleman, he hit me with the classic, "Oh shit, dude, you're taller in person." And from that moment, I'm like, I'm good. I made I made it second. I think that was the happiest I've. That's it's probably like that son being born and nah, it was a good moment though. I love when people hit me with that. Oh damn, you're taller in person. Like I guess like people think I'm short or something. I don't really get that.
I,
Um,
I get that a lot too, but I don't love it because it just means that how short they actually thought I was because it's not like I actually look tall. They're just like, wow,
I
you
mean,
like,
Dion, you do make it come across like you are really short.
I mean, I'm 5'8". I am
That's
short.
that's not that's not like that's not short.
I mean, I hooped my whole life. That is short, brother. Like there was, it was just there was a lot of issues that I
This ain't
had.
the hoop world though. This is the normal world.
Yeah, well, I don't ever want to conform to the normal world. I like to still think that I'm 12 playing AAU basketball across the country.
Yeah, I respect it. Let's see here. Purdue Fox. I think you all should consider a week-long live stream from the Elite Eight to the Final Four weekend where it's like Draft-a-Palooza, but better. Bring in guests, but get real reactions. Have a Trilly alert set up in the background as news comes out. Get authentic reactions. That would be pretty fun. Maybe in the future we'll do that. I think when we get to a point where we're in a spot we can do that, that definitely would be fun because I think we have a lot of ideas we could kind of get out there. TLDR from Beautiful Trauma, who I think is maybe new here. So shout out to Beautiful Trauma for being in the Discord. Houston's hyper aggressive defense looks great against mid offenses and is not as good as everyone says. Thoughts?
Um, I disagree. I think Houston's defense really good.
I disagree as well. Beautiful Trauma once again. Think you are overestimating Illinois defense. Illinois hyper aggressive defensive style lets them and gets analytic credit for dominating bad college offenses. However, there's a reason NBA teams don't play like that. You started to see this against Purdue when Houston doubled off pick and roll. TKR and Braden cooked in the two-man game by rescreening the screener and capitalizing on rotations. Duke has the advantage of being tall enough to literally see over and pass out of Houston's pressure. If they had to guard an NBA team, Houston would be chop suey. I think Duke's man-to-man defense will hold up against the top offenses left better than Houston's. Duke isn't an NBA team, but they are NBA light. With a week of prep, John's going to equip Duke with steps to pick apart Houston's defensive system, cause rotations, and create open shots. Houston's path to victory is either Kelvin adds a new defensive wrinkle, or maybe I'm an idiot and Duke can't handle the general pressure.
What does Illinois have to do with any of this?
I'm not really sure. But to his comment about, I think the last part is very important though, is that Kelvin Sampson and his staff are are some of the best in the sport, right? So they're going to have him prepared. There probably is going to be some wrinkle against Duke that you may not have seen or may not expect. And also their general pressure might be a factor. But also to your point on the other side of it, if I'm looking at it from the Duke perspective, I mean, they can see over people. I think we saw even in the Bama game, I know the team wasn't necessarily the best defensive team or the tallest, but I thought John Shire and the team did a great job of identifying that that team can't guard a middle pick and roll. And they just ran it to death and man had like 9 dunks. So it's gonna be a battle. I think it's gonna be a battle. The chalk at the Riverwalk's gonna be great. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, welcome to the Discord. Thank you for your comment, beautiful trauma. All hail the Pope. Where do y'all think Kentucky ranks coming into next season? I feel Jasper and Caden aren't talked about enough for being a duo. Where do they rank on backcourts next year? First of all, I don't know if you listen to this program and don't hear enough about a Caden and Jasper. I'm gonna call you out on that one, Pope.
Yeah, I mean, we love a Caden and Jasper. So I think this is probably the wrong comment section for us, or maybe it's the right one because you're looking for that love. I think Kentucky's top 10 in the country, and they're like a transfer or two away from being top five.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And then as far as backcourts, the only thing is that it's a young backcourt. Like that's gonna be a backcourt is young. So there's gonna be a little bit maybe you don't really know what they're exactly gonna be. I think they're gonna be great, but it is a young backcourt. So I think it ends up being like a top end backcourt. And it could be as high as like a top five backcourt if it works out and everything hits. But you really never know with like two freshmen that are coming in. Also, there's a lot of great backcourts. Look at in the state of Kentucky alone over at Louisville.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. And the other thing is, and respectfully to the Kentucky fan base, I love Kentucky and their fans, but you're trying to convince me of your backcourt. You guys sure are trying to get a whole lot of other backcourt guys. And now we're like doubling back because we kind of swung and missed on a few of them, and we're talking, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm on the side of the Caden and Jasper. I just want us as a collective all to be on that side. I get the Braden Smith stuff though. I saw a lot of that last night. I understand why you guys want Braden.
Yeah, he'd be a killer in Pope system, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Actually, that is the end of the Discord comments today. Shout out to everyone who joined the Discord. Dion, we are brought to you by YouTube Compliancy. How have you been compliant in the last 24 hours?
Uh, I got all my work done yesterday on time, by the way.
Hey,
Oh, actually, forgot to do one thing. I could do that this morning, though. I
that's
could do
crazy.
that. Can do that this morning. But yeah, got all my work done, answered all my phone calls, answered all my emails, set up check-ins for this week. Really started to get things organized for this weekend. That way, when I'm down in San Antonio, I'm not getting too many phone calls Friday or Saturday. So
Respect. That's how you get ahead of things. Shout out to YouTube compliance. Shout out to everyone who is compliant out in this world. Let's see here. That does it for today. We'll go ahead and get to the full episode here. It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer. Topic number one today is going to be focused on the chalk at the Riverwalk. Obviously, with four number one seeds, there's a lot of high end talent in this Final Four. A lot of All Americans, a lot of NBA draft picks, whatever you want to say. Just a lot of talented players that will be in this tournament. I want to rank the Final Four starters from 1 to 20. Shout out to Jeff Eisenberg over at Yahoo. We saw this article on there. We got this idea from. I thought he did a good job of it, and I wanted to do this ourselves. So I want to rank the Final Four starters from 1 to 20. Now, Dion, it's very strict that it's a starter because I know we're going to try to put Tahad Pettiford in here, but Tahad Pettiford is not a starter, so he cannot be in here. Guys like Thomas Hawk cannot be in here. He's not a starter. So, if you have some really good guys coming off the bench, unfortunately, they will not be able to participate in this one. We are doing just starters, and I want to rank them from 1 to 20.
no Isaiah Evans.
No Isaiah Evans.
It's unfortunate.
It's very
Um,
unfortunate.
what are we doing about Janai? Like, are we assuming he's healthy?
Yeah, assume he's healthy.
Okay. Okay.
Also, whoever April Fool's pranked Dick Vitale yesterday, you're going to hell. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
come on. Like April Fool's pranking Dickie V is insane.
What was the April Fool's prank though?
He tweeted that Janai Broome was out injured for the game for the Final Four. He'll be out for the rest of the tournament. And then he followed it up with a tweet a little bit later, like, yeah, it was April Fool's joke. He's good. I was like, come on,
That's
man. Have some faith in humanity.
that's crazy. We got to get Dickie V back on one last Final Four call.
Dickie V's never been on a Final Four.
We got to get Dickie V on his first Final Four call.
Oh shit, we actually do though. They could use a couple of ESPN announcers on there. All right, I think we start with the obvious, right? Cooper Flag.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, all right. Let's not. I'm gonna get these down. So we got Cooper Flag at one. Is Janai or Walter Clayton two?
I think Walter Clayton's too.
I think Walter Clayton's two as well, and then Janai Broome.
Yeah, Janai's three.
All right, then you have Janai Broome. All right, four.
Um, LJ Cryer.
So are you taking LJ or Khan?
I'm taking because we're just doing the best ones, not who's like the most important too, right?
Yeah,
Like
we're
just
just
who's
the bet. I think the bet we're ranking the starters.
well then like I think I would go Khan and then Man Man, to be honest. I think those are the two most talented dudes left.
Yeah, yeah, kind. All right, so we're gonna go Khan at four. We're gonna go. We're gonna go Khan at four. I'll allow it. We'll go Man Man at five. Then we gotta go Crier at six.
Yeah.
He's an All-American. We're probably get some shit for not ranking him higher, but that's fine. All right. Now I would make an argument that like Alex Condon is actually should be up at this spot.
Over Uzan?
I think I would go. Oh no, actually, my apologies. I would go seven Uzan. Go eight. I'll go eight Condon though.
Yeah, I would go Condon too.
So eight Condon. Now we're on nine.
I was gonna say honestly, I think the next few are the remaining Florida guys.
So go. I think. So who do you have first? Elijah Martin or Will Richard?
I like Elijah more than Will.
All right. I would actually like to go Elijah. Are we sure like Jawan Roberts doesn't make his way into here?
Yeah, I'm cool with Juwan in between.
All right. So we'll go Elijah nine, Jawan Roberts 10, and then we'll go Will Richard, or as I like to refer to him, Will Richard at 11. So now
Uh,
we're
so
down
this
to 12.
This is where I begin actively campaigning for Chad Baker Mazara.
I, I will let Chad Baker Mazara be 12. So Chad Baker Mazara 12. Are we letting Tyrese Proctor slip too much here?
Um, so are we doing this based off March Madness or just the player in general?
I think player in general.
Then no.
Okay.
Respectfully.
All right, we're at 13 right now though.
I think you got to do. I think you do Denver Jones, Tugler, and then Proctor, in
All right,
some
so
order.
we'll go Denver 13, we'll go Tugler 14, and we'll go Tyrese Proctor 15.
And then I love Dylan Cardwell.
Yeah, but we gotta go to other Auburn guys here. Like I actually at 16, I'm not letting him go any longer. I'm going Sharp at 16,
Okay,
and then I'll go Miles Kelly at 17.
really more before Cardwell.
Yeah, Carwell's a good like energy guy, but I think he might be Carwell might be 20 for me.
I think, and I'm curious how you feel about Cardwell in person. So just be prepared for me to ask you this after the game. I think he's the best defender in the country.
Oh hell no, Tugler is. I think Tugler's the best defender in the country.
When Dylan Cardwell is standing in the paint, no one wants smoke. It's like whenever a fight starts or in a Pistons game and you see Isaiah Stewart get up, like it's just immediate fear.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good. Well, all right, so 18. Let's see what we got left here. So I think this is the correct order. I think it should go Sion, Chinyelu, and then Cardwell.
I'm cool with that order. We're redoing this next week after we watch
All right,
Cardwell.
that's fine. Okay, so our top 20 starters ranked in the Final Four, 1 to 20. Yeah, Cooper Flag 1, Walter Clayton 2, Janai Broom 3, Con Knipple 4, Man Man 5, LJ Cryer 6, Milos Uzan 7, Alex Condon 8, Elijah Martin 9, Juwan Roberts 10, Will Richard 11, Chad Baker Mazara 12, 13. I really need to start having better handwriting, man. I just completely like scribbled. I can't I think no 13. Who do we have at 13?
I after Baker Mazara, I
Oh,
think
sorry, Denver Jones.
yeah.
13 Denver Jones, 14 JoJo Tugler, 15 Tyrese Proctor, 16 Emmanuel Sharp, 17 Miles Kelly, 18 Sion James, 19 Ruben Chinielu, and 20 Dylan Cardwell. We can revisit this after. Of course, Dion, I will allow us to revisit.
If Auburn wins the Natty and Carbo plays big, I might be unbearable that final night.
You having a Cardwell jersey would kind of maybe do numbers, who knows? Topic number two. Now shout out to our good friend, Trilly Donovan, friend of the show. He coined the term the Marfo, which is in regards to a player who I believe played for Quinnipiac, went to another school, and then came back to Quinnipiac, I believe it was. It's the art of transferring from your school and going back to your school. Shout out to Michi Johnson, who pulled the double Marfo, going from Ohio State to South Carolina to Ohio State, now back at South Carolina. Insane behavior by all parties. But I would like to coin a new term for this segment today, Dion. It's called the goon. Full term is the Magoon Gwath, right? It is the player who is in the portal that goes back to their old school. So they go on the portal, they choose to go back. It was an interesting decision by Magoon Gwath. A lot of signs pointed to him being and playing in Kentucky. Ends up going back to San Diego State. Good on him. But I want to go through. I want to pick five players from the list of portal options that you would choose. They go back to their old school for whatever reason. It could be because you think they'll be better at the same school, or you just want to see them there. Let's come up with six collectively. So we'll go back and forth, like three players each that pull a goon, pull a Magoon Squad. We'll pick
Uh,
six gooners.
can I go first?
Yeah, of course.
Jigathon. He should
Nope.
go
No, thank you.
back.
Stay on that side.
See, this is why people don't go back. This is exactly why people don't go back.
No, actually, we need people. I'll take you back anytime, Trey. I'm acting shitty about it, but I want you to come back. Um, who do I want to send back? Honestly, I know the bridge is burned, but RJ Lewis,
Yeah, he was
like,
gonna be on my list.
so he was gonna like that St. John's team of Jason Sanoan, I'm sorry, Joe San Sanoan, RJ Lewis, and then Ejiofor and Bryce Hopkins, and then they get a point guard maybe in the portal. That team is top five certified and really, really good. And I know those bridges burned there, but I would have loved to see him running back for them in the Big East.
Yeah, I would have loved for him to go back too. He was gonna be my second name. The other name I had on here was um, Jaleel Bethea. I just
He still might go back to Miami.
Yeah, I want him to go back to Miami. Like, just have your own team. I don't like the idea. Like, Bama fans are labeling him as a project. Like, he's gonna have to develop into something. Like, I want him to go somewhere where he can just hoop. And I feel like he missed out on a year, and his whole reputation switched up because of it.
Yeah, that's a good shout. My next one is actually, oh, where do I want to go? Actually, yeah, I want to go with Flory Badunga. I want to go with Flory Badunga because I thought that he could have had, obviously would have had a massive role at Kansas, I think, this season. And in my head, Kansas this year was going to be Flory, Darren Peterson, right? Flory and Darren Peterson, that was going to be guys, and they were filling around that and be really good. So yeah, I was interested. I was shocked to see him kind of go.
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense to me, why he left. And my third one is kind of in that same realm, Henry Visar. Whether it's him or Flory, I'm not sure what they're gonna find in the portal that they don't already have at the school they're at.
Yeah, that was an interesting one, I think, as well. What do I want to do for the last one here? I could be a hater and say Oscar Club back to South Dakota State, so I don't have to deal with him in the Big Ten. But we're not going to do
Wait,
that.
we could choose people that were already committed.
Oh, we should probably not choose people that are already committed.
Because I was gonna say I would have taken Donovan Dent first, just because I don't want him going to play for Mick
Very true.
Cronin.
For my third one, I'm gonna go Cannon Catchings. I know it didn't go well in the first year at BYU, but I think he could be a part of something on a really good team. And having Cannon as like a bench piece, like behind Debanza, I think would be crazy to have that talent sniper off the bench with that size and athleticism. So yeah, I think when you get guys who have had NBA buzz kind of back, turn Cannon to like this 3 and D guy, I think he'd be really good for that BYU team.
Yeah, I would like to see Cannon on that team too. He's another one. Like, I'm not sure what he's gonna get in the portal that he can't get at BYU.
Yeah, ain't money.
That's facts. It's definitely not. What does AJ say? The reason he's going there, the pro development culture that they have.
Provo,
Oh.
as they call it. Did you do three already?
Yeah, I did three already.
Okay, I feel good about that list. We're gonna call we can't actually call it the Gooners list. But we're gonna call it pulling a Magoon Gwath. Okay, actually, last thing for this, you think any of these guys do this?
I could see Cannon. I think Cannon's in the portal searching for something.
Mm.
I think he's gonna realize it might not be there. At all times, I think you're one text message from Ace away from changing your mind on anything in life.
Did you just call AJ Debanza Ace?
No, it's Pops.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I was like, wait a minute. No, that feels.
Please respect my relationship with the family.
My apologies. That's me being out of pocket. Yeah, I think Jalil Bethea is the only one that could actually do that because actually Miami is on his list, and as Dion always says, roll the clip. Miami's a great option. So
I don't. Who would leave South Beach? And I'm looking at you, Jimmy Butler. You're on my team. Who would leave South Beach?
crazy, crazy world we live in. Topic number three. Shout out to our good friend Jeffrey Borzello over at ESPN. He has an updated, he keeps up to date his men's college basketball transfer rankings for the upcoming season. And this one was last updated on April 1st. And just by the way, the transfer window closes on April 22nd. So gonna be a crazy, crazy 20 days here coming up, but we'll see how that plays out. But Dion, I wanna get selfish for this segment. I want to get selfish for this segment. I want to go through the top 15 names on his list. And I want each of us to pick a spot that we could, if we had all the control in the world to send this player somewhere. And you could do whatever you want with this. If you want to get nasty with it and send all these guys to West Virginia, you go right ahead and get them singing the Country Road, Take Me Home. Is that the song for West Virginia?
It is. And I just so everyone's aware, this is how obnoxious a school can be. When I would log on to take a quiz, I would hear that song.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That would make me crash out, especially if I didn't do well or didn't want to do the quiz. That's insane. But no, I want to go to the top 15 transfers, and I want to have the power for each of us to pick where they go. And you can have whatever power you want. You think it'd be fit a good fit on a team. You want to see a team improve. You want to see this player go to a school and rot. You have all the opportunity in the world on this one. So, sound good?
That sounds good. Just so I'm looking at the right list, he has Nathan George as 15, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's start. Actually, you know what? Let's start at 15 and work our way up. Let's start with Nathan George. What team would you send Nathan George to?
Um, he kind of looks like Elliot Cadosa, North Carolina.
I can see North Carolina. They probably need a point guard. I can see that being an option. If Louisville didn't have a point guard, I would send him to play for Pat Kelsey. Kind of have a Chucky Hepburn-esque like resurgence thing. But where would I want to send him? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna send him to Kevin Willard in Villanova. Get a
Okay.
point guard, young guy, multiple years. Maybe try to get the best out of him. I think that's where I'd send him. Making our way up, Malik Renew.
He can go to Miami.
We're,
Have fun down there, brother.
we're gonna send a lot of people to Miami, I feel like. Um, mm, where do I want to send Malik Renew to? Could go back to Indiana. Nah, I'll send Malik to Miami too. Go get yourself a bag, go play in your home state in Florida. That feels about right to me. Josh Dix.
Oh, this one's easy. Purdue. I don't know if that's an option, but him as the three on Purdue with Fletch, Braden,
Yeah, that would be
TPR,
crazy.
easy.
I'm gonna send him to Kansas. I'm gonna send him to Kansas. He can be Darren Peterson's token white boy, 6'6" shooter next to him, and you feel good about that. Feel good about that, backcourt guard combo. Um, Henry Vasar.
Michigan. I think he's the perfect big next to Mraz.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm gonna send him to Michigan State. I'm sending him to Michigan State, because obvious reasons. Rodney Rice.
Um, Kentucky, or honestly, I would send him to Villanova with Willard.
That'd be a good show. I was gonna say Villanova, or this was my Purdue pick. I think you send him to
Okay.
Purdue. You play him with Braden and Fletch. He's the perfect three to play next to those guys. Silas Demery.
USC. Go get you a bag, brother.
Yeah, he was one of the better guards in the country. Towards the end of the season, Georgia just kind of faltered out. I like that USC shout. Um, he, I'm gonna say Xavier actually. I think
Okay.
I think I think Patino needs a point guard there. I think that'd be a good one to kind of attach himself to. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna skip the committed guys. I'm gonna let the committed guys be committed. Flora Badunga.
This one's it's not what he wants. And I know why he doesn't want it, but I would send him to St. John's. I think if he plays back up to edge of four this year and just develops a little bit, I think he's the perfect rim running defensive center in a Rick Pitino offense, and it would highlight his skills in a way that could get him to the league. But I know what he wants. There's no shot he sits on the bench.
Yeah, no. Where? So I think Flory would be really good, just like in an up tempo kind of bit as a big that's like rim running, blocking shots, rebounding. Where do I want to send? You know what? I'm gonna throw Riley a bone here. Send him to play for Hubert, man. Get a big. Go to UNC. Go to UNC. Go be a guy there. We'll see how that goes. Moving up here, we have three guys left. Jacoby Gillespie.
Um, I buy the Villanova rumors. Just go with Coach Willard.
I would go USC for Gillespie. I like that shot you had on Demery. Send Gillespie to USC. I like that over there with Muss and them. Yaxel Lendenborg.
Um, Honestly, I feel like he can play anywhere with his game. 4 assists a game, along with the 17 and 11. Um, Honestly, I feel like he can play. I'll say Kentucky. I think they need a four.
Kentucky, not Michigan, please. And then last but not least, RJ Lewis Jr.
So this one is going to surprise everyone. This one's going to be Michigan State. So RJ Lewis is gonna, and I'm only thinking this because I heard the Coleman interview with you guys, and my brain's in a pickle because of it. He's going to be in the draft process so long that by the time he opens up like his ability to go to a school, every school is going to have their roster filled besides a few. Izzo's going to be so patient in the portal, he's going to stumble into RJ Lewis.
That'd be insane. Enjoy Miami. I'm not, just enjoy Miami. Go be great. Good on you. That is us picking where we want the top uncommitted transfers in the country to go if we had our way. Dion, one big thing presented by U2 Compliancy Office, presented by Mother Nature as it rains upon my household today. Dion,
One big thing, it's just fun. Have fun. One life to live. Everyone says it's too short. I personally think it's really long. Like, I mean, like 80 to 90 years is a long time to try to have fun. But somewhere in there, you just have to remind yourself that, like, contrary to popular belief, this is a long life, not a short one, and you're gonna have ups and downs within it, and try to have fun within all those moments.
yeah, I think that's a good message, Dion. I think some people probably need that today too. My one big thing is not everything needs a nickname. Not everyone needs a nickname, and they need to come naturally. I'm sick of the forced nickname narrative. Just let things rock out, okay? This is really getting to me because on NBA Twitter all day, I see people trying to give people nicknames. I saw someone call Cade Cunningham the anomaly the other day.
That's
That like
crazy.
what are we doing, man? Like that's crazy. I think that we just need to let nicknames come more naturally. That's my one big thing for today. Dion, do you have any nicknames? Like what do your boys call you back at home?
Coaches used to call me anytime. It was a reference to me just being obnoxious on the court at any time. Had nothing to do with talent. But coaches used to call me anytime. My boys would call it like D at the most.
Yeah, okay. I feel yeah. Oh,
Are you excited for playoff basketball?
you said what?
Are you excited for playoff basketball?
Like NBA playoff basketball?
Yeah, like
Yes.
in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Honestly, I'm just excited for the NBA playoffs themselves to me are like some of the highest level like playoff or like postseason, I guess, environment to me. Just because like March Madness is great, but the thing about the NBA playoffs is it's literally the best basketball players in the world all playing their hardest
Yeah.
because they don't during the season. Like I know they do some games, but for the most part, like they just try to get to the end and get to a point where like they have a solid season, maybe get their numbers, da da da. But like they actually visually lock in on the playoffs, so it's like fun to watch, and I'll actually get to watch the Pistons in it, and folks get to watch the anomaly.
And they might play the Knicks. I will say there is something for all the negatives that there is with the NBA. The players don't care, fans don't care, like the crowds aren't that crazy for 82 games. Once everyone locks in mid-April, it's special. Like that playoff environment that the fans create, the talent on the court, how locked in they are. Braun tweets out 0.36 or whatever it is. Like once you start to see all that stuff, it hits way different. And I think part of it is because it's 7 months of no one caring.
Yeah, big facts. Shout out to everybody for tuning in today. We will catch y'all tomorrow.